What's up? That was weird. But I haven't been on this channel in a minute. Since I was a kid, basically. My dog is looking at me. And I want to get it back up and running, honestly, because that's what I always wanted to do. And now I have more money, more cars. Not really more money, but yeah. So my name's Drew. I'm 20. I have a few cars I work on. So yeah, I'll just kind of give you a walk around and show you what I got. We'll start with the daily. It is a 2003 Mazda Protege 5 on Raceland coilovers that are basically maxed out. If I want to go any lower, I gotta either cut them up or get new suspension or new wheels. Avid 1 wheels. She's real dirty. Ignore that. It's been raining a lot. Nothing really performance-wise. Cold air intake. That's about it. She's clean though. Low. Straight piped. Loud. There's my Instagram, so hop on that. Yeah, nothing crazy. Motor blew about a year ago, so my buddy swapped that for me. LZ wheel, likewise shift knob. God, it's so dirty. Yeah. The Refract Elite. Got these strips, are super rare to find, but a guy named JP Pereira, I think that's how you pronounce his name, hooked me up with it, and so I was able to get that and put them on. I need to do things like a new banner, to redo that sticker because it's peeling, just a bunch of little stuff because I kind of want it to be a show car. But it was my first car. It's the car I've learned on. I mean, as you can tell, these fenders are kind of bacony, but like I said, it's the first car I learned on. It's the junk pile. Recently I picked up another one that the guy blew the motor in and did the JDM swap, just like I did. But halfway into the JDM swap, he kind of gave up, lost energy, time, money, motivation. So I picked it up off of him, got a really good deal on it, figured I'd finish it up. So far I've put new axles in, took the old intake off, put the new intake on because it doesn't work if you keep the old one on. You got to resplice all these wires and whatnot. Replace the crank sensor because you got to do that, otherwise it won't even start. Had to buy a new fuel rail because the US fuel rail doesn't fit the JDM, or the JDM fuel rail doesn't fit the US intake manifold. Put the radiator back on, headers, whatnot. I need to build an exhaust for it because they chopped it all apart. I will be selling this, hopefully running, maybe not. It's got a quick release wheel, little shift knob, clean interior for the most part. Different than my interior, which is kind of cool. Back's really clean. It's on max speeding rods, coilovers. Not the best in the world, but gets it a little bit lower. At one point in time, this car actually had the same wheels as my car, but he kept them. In the junk pile though is the old US motor. I also have NA Miata AC if you want to buy it. Yeah. So now let's get to the cool car, the car that's my favorite, the Miata. This is the Drift Pig. NA Miata. I had an E30. The motor ended up having really bad compression, and I didn't want to deal with it, so I traded that for this. And it's been, a project. Has this typical Miata rust down by the quarter. The back end suspension is really rusted, so I'm slowly replacing that. But we're making it work. It had this wide body kit like this on the whole car. Personally, I don't like that. So I took the fenders off the front, sold them. I have new fenders sitting in the shed. These tires are too big and I don't feel like rolling the new fenders just yet. So we're just going fenderless for now. It has, its flaws, like cracked windshield and whatnot. But it has new top, welded diff. It's the 1.6, so it was an open diff. My buddy Carl Brown welded it. It is on Tyne suspension coilovers, but they're honestly not that great. Thought Tyne was supposed to be a decent company, but it's really not. Built the exhaust myself. It was for like a 2013 Accord or something, and I had to chop it up. 18 because gang. It's got a little bucket seat. Fans are on a switch. Both the fans come on at once, which is super cool and super helpful because I don't know if you know me, I just get dumb hot at the track. Hard dog roll bar with the dual triangle or whatever you call it. Made my own fire extinguisher mount there. I had it on the roll bar, but it was falling off, so I made it there. I would like to turbo this car eventually, but we're gonna take our time and learn until then. Like I said, it was getting really hot at the track, so I went ahead and upgraded to a Mishimoto thicker aluminum radiator. Haven't used it yet, so I'm hoping to see improvements. I've heard a lot about, that upgrading your radiator alone and running the dual fans really fixes all the cooling issues. So far I've deleted AC, still need to pull the condenser, not the condenser, but the box and whatnot out. Deleted the charcoal canister, windshield, fluid, coolant overflow, just to clean the bay up some. I want to do wire tuck and stuff eventually, but kind of drift missile, so we're getting there. But yeah, Carl Brown did this for me too, so look him up. He's dope, great friend of mine, local. I want to do catch can soon, just to prepare for turbo, and I think it would help. These engines don't have terrible blow by, but prepare for turbo, just slowly inching that way. But yeah, she's done really great so far. When I got it, the clutch was like toasted, so I got an ACT clutch, put that in there. That's rated for like 300 horsepower. This car will probably never see 300 horsepower, but better to have it than not. Goals for this car would really like to be, I want to get the whole over fenders that go over the whole back fender, just to keep that clear, clean that up. Hardtop is always an option, but they're like $4,000 for these dumb cars. New wheels and smaller tires to lower it some. Get new suspension because it's crap. Replace all the rear suspension because it's all crap. And repaint it because, no offense to the dudes who hooked me up, but they didn't do a very good job painting it. But yeah, this is it. I want to get another bucket seat for the passenger and whatnot. There's a drift event this month though, so it will be sliding, and I will post footage of that. Picked up a little 70 a few weeks back. Had a 232, but sold that. Getting into the biking thing, I never really have. Learning wheelies and whatnot. It's a great, fun little toy. Hoping to get a real bike this summer, but we'll see. So that's a little bit about me, a little bit about my cars. I'll figure this out as we go. A little bit awkward talking to a camera. I feel like that's what everybody says. But trying to get rid of a bunch of crap. So if you guys want to buy anything, or if you want to just spread this or like it or comment it, that helps. I want to grow this. I want to grow this. The car community, the drifting community. I mean, that's some of my dreams since I was like 10. But yeah, so thank you.